Thank you, Dean Henry. Well, good afternoon to the great class of 2023. Welcome. One of the most popular first-year orientation stories, you may have heard it, but it goes like this. A forbidding figure, a dean or a distinguished professor, I'm not forbidding, am I, looks out at a room full of newly arrived students. The person at the podium surveys the room and then says to the audience, look to your right, look to your left. By the end of the academic year, one of you will be gone. Now, in fact, okay, so Dean Henry's going to give me the hook. No, okay. In fact, I heard those very words when I was a graduate student in English at the University of Virginia more years ago than I can count. But thank goodness, the days of those kinds of orientation speeches are long gone. I'm not here to warn you that either the person on the right or the person on your left will be gone by the end of the year, and I don't think any of the other speakers is planning to say that either. Am I right about that? No. Okay, good. We admitted you, you belong here, and we are committed to ensuring your success. I want to use my time with you this afternoon to send a very different message. I want to encourage you to default to openness. Be open to people you don't know and who may be very different from you and very different from anyone else you've ever met. Be open to ideas, no matter how unfamiliar, and be open to new experiences, even if they are outside of your comfort zone. That spirit of openness is critical to the transformative power of a Swarthmore education. As I've met with alums around the country and internationally, they often remark that they made their most important and most long-lasting friendships, or they met their life partner either among their classmates or within the larger student body, right here at Swarthmore. So let me challenge you to a different exercise, an exercise that differs from the classic one. Look to your left, look to your right. Look behind you, look down the row. There are people in this room who may well become some of your closest friends, and those friendships will last your lifetime. Your life partner may even be in this room. Was that a gulp? Okay. Okay, can we come back here? Okay. That was not the punchline, people. Okay. There are people here who will expand your view of the world. And the beauty and the wonder of this moment is that right now, you don't know who those people will be. So my challenge to you today, as you enter a new world and stand on the verge of this next stage in your life, is for you to be open to everyone you meet. Take advantage of the intimacy of our community to greet people you don't know, your classmates, students in other class years, faculty members, members of the dining staff, the facilities and ground crew, administrators, the Arboretum staff, visitors to campus. At a minimum, greet them, and when time permits, engage them in conversation. Listen attentively to what they have to say and tell them something about yourself. In that way, you will help to build the kind of warm, nurturing community we seek to foster, and you will open yourself up to the rich opportunities this place has to offer. Let me go even further. I challenge you to put down your phone, Take out your earbuds when you're walking across campus or sitting on a bench and look around you. Appreciate the natural beauty of the campus. In every season, this landscape can lift your spirits and help put your concerns, your apprehensions, your anxieties into perspective. And don't stop there. Whether you're walking across campus or having a meal, make eye contact with a stranger, greet that person, engage them in conversation, ask them about themselves. A simple acknowledgement of another person can lift their spirits, and they will lift your spirits as well. Now, I had an experience like this a few months ago I want to share with you. I was visiting another city on college business. At the end of a tough day, in the midst of a tough week, I stopped at a Trader Joe's near my hotel. And when it was my turn to pay, the cashier smiled at me and asked, "What are you looking forward to this evening?" And I said, without missing a beat, "A night of peace and quiet." And then she said, "Well, that's what I wished for you then." And I was completely taken aback and actually delighted by our exchange. And so I asked her what she was looking forward to. And she said that she was an opera singer. And so she was looking forward to getting home to be able to sing. And I wished her a glorious evening of singing. And then I thanked her for being a gift to me that day. And in some ways, I actually felt that she had been sort of like an angel to me. That simple encounter, a random act of kindness, reminded me how easily we can bring joy to each other. In the expression of interest and of kindness, we exhibit empathy. We encourage in the other a feeling of well-being, and we feel uplifted ourselves. So let this spirit of openness infuse your entire experience here. Be curious about new people, about new ideas, about new areas of study. This is your time to take a course in a department that is totally unfamiliar to you, but about which you have some curiosity. So if art history is your passion, take a course in biology. If you know you want to study economics, take a philosophy course. If you're a budding physicist, take a course in political science. Engage in conversation with people who may hold different religious, cultural, political, or philosophical views and beliefs than you. These conversations don't have to be threatening. They have the potential to overturn stereotypes, add nuance to your opinions, or perhaps even change your mind. The experience of being new to a place reminds us that life is always full of wonder and of serendipity. If we allow ourselves to remain open to unfamiliar experiences, we are reminded of the joy that comes from encountering the unexpected. Now, during my sophomore year of college, I made one of the most important decisions of my life. I decided to spend my junior year abroad, and so I went off to Oxford, England. Now, I'd never been out of the country before then. I had never been on a plane before then. So this experience took me way out of my comfort zone. But the experience of uprooting myself and coming to feel at home in a different country had a powerful impact on me. It gave me confidence in my ability to navigate new situations, and it turned me into someone who loves to travel. During my travels since then, I have met so many people who have extended their kindness and hospitality to me that it has made me, to borrow a phrase from the book of Hebrews, careful to entertain strangers. Or, as the late, great novelist Toni Morrison once wrote, "There are no strangers. There are only versions of ourselves, many of which we have not embraced, most of which we wish to protect ourselves from. There are no strangers." So at this moment, when you're new to Swarthmore, remember that as the poet Emily Dickinson once wrote, "We dwell in possibility, a fairer house than prose, more numerous of windows, superior for doors." of chambers as the cedars, impregnable of eye, and for an everlasting roof, the gambrels of the sky, of visitors the fairest, for occupation this, the spreading wide my narrow hands to gather paradise. As I look out on all of you, I'm reminded of the wonder of possibility. I'm eager to get to know you and to see how we all evolve as you settle into this community and make it your own. May all of us remain open to what this college has to offer us, the grand opportunities as well as the chance encounters, the deep challenges as well as the soaring triumphs. In our next 4 years together, let us be open to one another, to the possibility of change, and to the knowledge that in the unknowing, we come to know and become our truest selves. Thank you.